Hey guys, it's this little cloth here, and today instead of this Monster Legends leaks video, I have a bunch of new leaked events for you guys, as well as some brand new leaked monsters movesets, including a new OP megataunt monster. So let's just go ahead and get right into it. Alright, so the first monster we have a moveset for is Clocksuko. Clocksuko will be coming to Monster Legends this week, actually, on Friday, inside of a marathon. So let's go ahead and see his moveset. Alright, so the first decent move is probably transforms one ally into a baby, applies life regen, applies stamina regen to one ally. That is really interesting and kind of good. So if you guys didn't know, transforming an ally into a baby means they cannot be attacked, because you can't attack babies in this game. So yeah, it's definitely a pretty good move, because it makes it so that they can't get attacked, and they get life regen and stamina regen. So now let's move on to the next move. Alright, so Treacherous Rat deals moderate magic damage, transforms one enemy into a baby, applies stamina leak to one enemy. So that's basically just draining their stamina since you aren't going to be able to hit them. But I guess draining stamina for one turn is pretty good because they can't attack, by the way, also when they're a baby. So you're basically just canceling one turn and draining their stamina, which is still pretty good, but not the best. And then we have Carried by Ox, deals moderate magic damage to one enemy, applies time stop to one enemy, requires cooldown. That's pretty good. Not like the best move, but it's decent. And then we have the Monkey and Goat, transforms all enemies into a baby, transforms all allies into a baby. So that's just basically canceling a bunch of turns. I'm not sure if that'll really be used. It seems mediocre, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. And then we have the Tiger's Roar, deals moderate magic damage to all enemies, applies time stop to all enemies, requires cooldown. That's really good. That just denies everyone for one turn. And then we have Special Revenge of the Cat, deals heavy magic damage to all enemies, applies time stop to all enemies, applies curse to all enemies. That's a really good move. So overall, this monster really reminds me of like a corrupted version of Timerion. I don't know why. I guess it's just the time stop, but it still seems pretty good. So definitely try to get this monster. He'll be inside of a marathon, as I said, like this Friday. And then we have Swarmzode's moveset. So his first decent move is probably this one. Deals moderate earth damage to all enemies, plays quicksand all enemies, heals itself by 20%. That's a really good move. I like that. And then we have Frozen Swamp, deals heavy water damage to one enemy, applies Mega Freeze to one enemy, applies Quicksand to one enemy. That's a pretty good move. Mega Freeze is really good. And then we have Cold Breeze, deals moderate water damage to all enemies, applies Freeze to all enemies, applies Freeze to all enemies, requires cooldown. So it applies Freeze twice, which is really good, especially if they have like Bulwark, which makes it so that abilities don't hit 50% of the time, because that'll give you a twice as much chance to hit them with the freeze. And then we have a special Iced Earthquake, removes positive status effects from all enemies, applies Mega Freeze to all enemies, applies Quicksand to all enemies. That's really good, so I do really like his special. Overall, this monster seems pretty good. He has an AoE freeze, which is decent, and a single target Mega Freeze, and his ult is amazing. So yeah, I'd definitely go for this monster when he comes out. And then we have the new Maze monster for next week on Friday, and this is actually going to be a megataunt monster. So if you don't have a megataunt monster, definitely try to get this monster. So his first decent move is applies 50% life shield and gives one extra turn to itself. That's a pretty good move. I like that. And then we have Kayayai, which I definitely said that name wrong. I'm sorry about that, but let's look at the move. Deals heavy metal damage. One enemy applies damage boost to itself. That's a pretty good move. And then we have Tsuki, deals very heavy metal damage to one enemy, removes shield from one enemy, applies 3 turn till death countdown to one enemy. That's a really good move. And then we have his Megataunt move, which is Magnetic Bogu, applies Megataunt and 30% life shield to itself, requires cooldown. That's pretty good. And then his special Ryo Shinkai, which deals a very heavy metal damage to all enemies, removes shield, and applies Mega Stun to all enemies. That's a pretty good special. And I forgot to also mention that he has an AoE remove shield, which is pretty good, with moderate metal damage, so that's a pretty good move. So overall, this monster seems like it is going to be a pretty good hybrid tank attacker with like Megataunt, and he has some heavy damage skills, so very good. Definitely try to get this monster. And then we have a visual for the Boys and Friends book, which we did already look at in a past video. And then we have a Legends Pass visual, which we did also already look at. And then we also have a higher quality picture for Kenray, which will be coming next week on Friday, and The Boys, which will be coming this week on Friday. So those are going to be all the leaks for this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.